Welcome, family. Glad that y'all are returning. Those that are new to the channel, welcome. I would love for you to be a part of the family. Um, Today's going to be a story time. I'm going to take y'all on a journey. To the day I found out I had an aneurysm. And before I start this story time, I just want to say the reason why I'm doing this is because one day potentially my kids, their kids, can look back on this and see the difference I tried to make. And I'm happy about that. So let's get to it. And on December the 19th, 2018, I was at work, normal day. I was feeling good. And then all of a sudden, I started feeling strange. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I felt a pop in the back of my head. And so I kept on, doing what I was supposed to do at work. But then everything around me started changing. I said something, thinking to myself, something is going on here. Excuse me, y'all, my mouth is dry. The trees started looking different because what happened was I started feeling funny, so I went to the window to try to get some air. And so when I looked out the window, the trees looked different. I said, something's wrong here. So as I continued to look out the window, it seemed like the sky started to change. The trees didn't like the trees. The grass didn't like the grass. It's a unsurreal experience. Me telling you is not good enough. I wouldn't want anybody to experience it, but it is so unreal. So I decided that it was time for me to leave work early. I called my job, told them that I wasn't feeling well. I had to go to the hospital. So I made a phone call and I got taken to the hospital. So when I got there, the doctors began to ask me questions, but you guys, no matter how much I tried to explain to them what was going on, it was not coming out. It was not coming out, you guys. The words was not coming out my mouth. So to myself, I started to think, well, maybe I had a stroke. And so I was sitting there. It was maybe about 4 or 5 doctors that came out to see me. They actually rushed into me, and nurses. So I can hear one of the doctors saying she possibly had a stroke. And so they was telling a nurse to go call for somebody, but for me to go for tests. And so you guys, as I sat there, I'm like, oh my God, possibly I had a stroke, or I'm about to leave here, because you guys, that's how I felt. I felt like my body was there, but something inside I would say my soul was leaving me, because it's a feeling as if you're there in body, but you're looking at everything going around you, but you're not connected to what's going on around you. So they proceeded on with the test. I believe they gave me a CAT scan. It could have been an MRI. You guys, I really, don't recall. I have to go back and look at my doctor records to give y'all the proper information. So the test was taking so long to come back. And by that time, I started to feel a little bit better. And I was already tired from work. I was working 60 hours a week. So my body was just drained. So the doctor came in. And by that time, I was putting my clothes on, because I was like, I'm about to sign myself out of this hospital because I'm tired. I need to go home and get some rest. You guys, the doctor came in and said, Ms. Burrows, what do you think you're doing? I said, I'm tired. I've been at work all day. I feel better. Y'all can call me with the results. I'm about to sign myself at the hospital. Guys, that doctor looked at me. She said, Ms. Burroughs, I can't let you do that. Excuse me, you guys. My mouth is dry. I said, well, what do you mean you can't let me do that? I'm grown. I can do what I want. You know, I'm tired. She said, Ms. Burroughs, I can't let you leave out of here. At that very moment, I knew that it was serious. So I sat there and I said, well, doctor, what do you mean by, you can't let me leave the hospital? She said, Ms. Burroughs, we found something in your brain that could potentially be life-threatening. You guys, at that moment, my life changed because I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, am I about to die? What did they find? So she explained to me, she sat down, she said, we think we found, no, she said, let me rephrase it. The scan showed that there is an aneurysm in your head. So I sat there. Then I started to think, because guys, I know people that have lost their lives behind aneurysms, and if they haven't lost their lives, they were left with disabilities. The people that I know. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I can't believe I was walking around with this inside of my head. But the warning signs was there because I suffer from headaches. So she was like, I'm going to keep you here longer for observation just to make sure that you're okay. But I'm going to reschedule you to come back in so we can run more tests to see how we're going to go about treating this. You guys, December of 2018 changed my life forever. And I'm going to go into details about the test that was ran. And I'm sorry, you guys, my earring came out. About the test that was ran and how they came about not finding one, not finding two, but three. You guys, please listen to your bodies. If you're having headaches, get it checked out. Because what some people don't know is aneurysms are called a silent killer. And they're called that for a reason, because most times people walking around with them don't know they have it. So by the time they realize they have it, it bursts. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I have been to the hospital plenty of times for my head. And I have had scans done on my head. Nobody caught it. Only but by his will, that particular night, that it showed up. Because I wouldn't be here sitting in front of y'all, telling y'all my story. And I'm going to go into how I had to make a decision on whether I was going to allow them to do brain surgery, or was I going to let them monitor me. And it was a difficult decision. So I'm going to end this story time here. I just want to give y'all a feel of what I'm going to be talking about, because guys, this is life changing. If I can save one life, then I have done my job. People might say, well, why did Rashonda decide to get on YouTube and, discuss this particular subject? It's a personal matter. Well, you guys, guess what? 4 people went into surgery the morning that I went into surgery. 2 of us only made it out, and I was one of them. So I'm a walking miracle. And I'm going to save somebody's life. If I can only save one, I have done my job. So I'm going to stop here. And then the next time y'all see me, I'll be discussing about what me and my neurosurgeon discussed and how we planned the day for surgery. Guys, I was blessed with an amazing neurosurgeon. He saved my life. I felt like I was in good hands. But that's for another video. Until next time, you guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Those that are stopping by that are not new subscribers to my channel, and if you like the content I'm trying to bring to you, please subscribe. Please subscribe. I do cooking videos because it's a form of therapy for me. I had to learn a lot of things all over again, and I'll get into that as well. But it's therapy for me because it makes me think about what I want to cook, the seasons I have to use, what go with this. I mean, I just love doing it. So it's my therapy for me. And so until next time, you guys, take care, be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.